Me. Okay, I figured it out, and it's automatically recording.
All right, let's get started. All right, you guys, I am so excited you're here for this pre-kickoff call. I'm Stacy Cook, and I'm here with Tracy Black and Sherry Placco. And today we are talking about getting ready for our Spring Glow Up Habit Stack Challenge. Before we jump into the purpose of this call, which is to explain the difference between some of the health supporting tools that will really help create transformation when combined with the habits we're going to be practicing, I just want to anchor us in something that's really important for this challenge as a whole. Our habits are the foundation of our vitality. We can take the highest quality supplements in the world, but if we don't have our basics in place, like movement, protein, hydration, sleep, our body just won't respond the way it's designed to. I'm a gardener, so I kind of think of it like this. Taking really high quality supplements without the foundational habits in place is kind of like trying to grow something in dead, depleted, sad soil. You can use the best fertilizer, supplements, but if the soil isn't being watered, isn't getting nourishment from the sun, and just isn't cared for, the fertilizer can only do so much. And I think a lot of us have probably been there at some point where we're taking really good quality supplements, being really consistent, but at the same time, we might be eating quick, on the go meals, not getting enough protein, running on a measly 5 to 6 hours of sleep, which is not enough, barely drinking water, or telling ourselves that our caffeinated beverages count as water, um, or maybe even just being more sedentary or sitting more than we'd like. Um, and then we're wondering, why am I not feeling better? Or why isn't this working? And it's not that the supplements aren't good, they just need something to work with. Those daily habits, movement, nutrition, hydration, sleep, that's the soil. And when we start taking care of that, that's when everything else starts to work the way it's designed to. So during this challenge, that's our focus, stacking simple habits that actually move the needle. Now, that being said, when those habits start to click into place, the right support can create the tipping point into real, noticeable, and lasting transformation. So, today we're going to talk through some of the tools that you can use to support your body during this process. And I'm going to hand it over to Sherry because she is going to share about one of my favorites.
Thank you, Stacy. So I'm Sherry Placco, and I am going to talk a little bit about balance and burn. Is my slide deck showing for the video? Perfect. So balance and burn is Young Living's newest product. And the simplest way to think about this product is that it helps support your metabolism and steady your blood sugar. And this matters more than most people even realize because when your blood sugar is kind of all over the place, that's when those cravings kick in. That's when your energy crashes happen. And the fat loss, well, yeah, that's not happening. And you get really frustrated. So I love Balance and Burn because it really helps to steady your appetite. It reduces those cravings, that food noise way down. It's awesome. And it actually helps your body respond to all the effort that you're putting in and you weren't seeing the results before. So if you've ever felt like, I'm doing the right things, but nothing is working for me, or, just no matter what I do, I just can't lose the weight. And being postmenopausal, and if you're in that perimenopausal stage, right? If you feel that, this balance and burn could be that missing piece because it's not just about eating less or working out more. It's about getting your body back into a place where it can actually respond to all of the efforts you're giving it. So, balancing burn is a really great starting point for you if you have extra weight that you want to release, if you struggle with cravings, or if your metabolism feels just like kind of stuck. So, how do you use balance and burn? Super easy. I love that. This is such an easy button. You get a pouch, which is a pixie stick, and you get a packet of capsules. In the pouch, it's just pour it into your mouth and let it dissolve on your tongue, under your tongue. If you need to, put it in water. And then at some point during the day, You will figure it out with your body. 10:30 a.m. is my good time. I take the packet of 3 capsules. It has been amazing for me in my food cravings. So now for some people, Balance and Burn alone is going to be what their body needs. Others might need more support on the energy, nutrition, and cellular level. And some people do best when they combine another great product. And that's where Ningxia Red comes in. So Tracy now is going to walk us through how you can support your energy, recovery, and overall wellness with Ningxia Red.
Thank you so much, Sherry. Okay, so Ningxia Red, I think for many of us, we know, but for those who don't, Ningxia Red is our antioxidant drink made from wolfberries, also known as goji berries. But this is really going to be the best option if you're really trying to address sort of that low energy inflammation, you've got autoimmune concerns, maybe not a whole lot of weight, but let me just tell you, when you address the inflammation, a lot of times you're going to release weight and inches. But you're really, like Sherry said, you're trying to address your health on that sort of cellular level. So this is a fantastic drink that you can take every single day. I take anywhere from 2 to 6 ounces a day. And it's fantastic, but it really does help to support that energy. And, just like Balance and Burn, I actually find that Ningxia Red does also help with cravings, whether it's sugar cravings or I get carb cravings, salty cravings. I get that sort of like 2 p.m. I feel like I'm about to crash and I really want to have a latte. And so what I'll do is I'll drink my Ningxia Red instead. And so, this is definitely going to be for you if you feel like you are having sort of those like late afternoon crashes, or maybe you're someone, again, like me, who maybe gets that second win late at night, right? Your energy is kind of like this, and you get like the second win late at night. It's probably your energy levels and your inflammation that you need to address. And so that's why Ningxia Red is definitely going to be the option for you. So how do you know which one to choose? Or maybe you choose both. Let's talk about it. Sherry's going to show us in the next slide. So I love this slide. It's just very visual and very sort of easy to kind of see like what's the lane you should choose. And for many of us, we do both. So Balance and Burn is really going to be the lane and the direction you want to go in if weight loss is your priority. If you're really dealing with a lot of cravings, if you have that food noise, right? Like you open the fridge or you open the cupboard and you don't really know why, you're not actually really hungry, but you're like, I need to snack on something. So, if you're feeling like that, Balance and Burn's definitely going to be the one you're going to want to get started with. Or if you feel like your metabolism is stuck. Perimenopause here. I don't know if anybody is there, or postmenopause. I'm actually in that lane as well. And it's sort of the things that used to work aren't working anymore, as far as like the weight loss, or you used to be able to fast, or you used to be able to skip a meal, or just exercise a little bit more and the weight would come off. And if those things aren't working, you're right, you feel like your metabolism is stuck. Balance and Burn is definitely going to be the way to go. It's got like that amazing metabolic support. So on the other side, right, if you feel like you've got inflammation, your energy levels, right, again, go up and down. Maybe you don't have a whole lot of weight to lose, but you really want to make sure you're addressing your nutrient needs. I'm someone who loves my fruit and veggies, but because I just get so busy, it's like mom mode. I got to pick up, the kids. I got to drop off the kids. I got to run errands. It's like I'm always on the go. And so I don't always get my fruit and veggies. And so Ningxia Red is like the solid way to make sure you're getting your daily amount of, your fruit and veggies and your antioxidants in your, just a few ounces. So that's Ningxia Red. If you're like, actually, I feel like I'm on both sides of this, do both. That's actually what I plan on doing, because I've got all the things, right? I have the stuck metabolism. I've got the cravings. I would like to have some weight loss, but I also need the inflammation and energy support, and I want the daily nourishment. So you can definitely do both. So this is what you're, so next steps. Okay. So next steps is this is a really fun challenge we're doing. And I want to invite you to come to the next calls. So the next calls will be very short and sweet, 15 to 20 minutes. And we're going to go through, all the different elements of this challenge, how to, stack those habits and make them stick. How to make sure you're getting enough protein, why you're feeling tired if you're dealing with sleep issues. Again, this is so me. And movement, right? Like what is really going to move the needle for you? You won't want to miss these calls. We will have replays, but there is just something so special about being on the calls live with us. And part of this challenge is we'll talk more about this in detail next time, but we're going to be talking about sort of these healthy habits that are going to help you stick to it and stick through it. And part of that is the accountability, which means showing up on a call. And we're going to be giving extra points for that. So more details, we'll tell you more. But we will actually have really cool points and really fun prizes when you show up on the calls and make sure that you're sticking to your habits. And, before we go, I just want to say, this is something that will be great for you to do with a friend, with a family member. Do I need to say it's spring and summer is around the corner? I intend to be at the beach. Do you intend to be at the pool or the lake or the beach, right? Like, I don't know about you, but before I get into any kind of swimwear, I would definitely like to address my energy, my metabolism, and sort of get ready for that summer season, right? For the short season. So I am very excited to be doing both, but this is a great challenge for you to do with a friend or a family member. So be sure to invite them to the calls and to this challenge, and you can share the resources with them as well. We'll have those available to you. But just wanted to say thanks so much for joining us, and the calls will be just like this, short and sweet. Ladies, did I leave anything out? Did you want to add anything? All good?
No, exactly.
Okay, thanks so much for joining us and cannot wait to see you on April 7th. Bye.